Gotcha.
What we do as a group is we really, pack our bags and we go and investigate. And that's actually over the years been a great part of the fun of the job, is that you get to go and meet CEOs in their own environment, and you get to go in, and each new investment opportunity is like a business case. And you go in and you have sort of a pre-established set of models in terms of what you think makes sense and return characteristics of businesses. But then you go to the source and you interview the CEO.
I remember one time when one of my colleagues, Ian Sutar, and I went to Birmingham, Alabama, when we went to visit a company called Health South. Well, the first thing we noticed when we got there were the nice fountains and the luxurious head offices. And then the second thing, after introducing ourselves to the receptionist, was to see the shrine dedicated to the company's CEO. While we were waiting for him, we were put in a room where there were trophies and photographies of the CEO with Pamela Anderson, Michael Jordan, all the celebrities you might think of. And right there and then we knew that type of guy was not an individual we'd like to invest with. And surely enough, a couple of years later, he was sued for bad accounting and all sorts of bad things. So backing individuals is something we seek to do, and that's the sort of thing we look for when we're going on the road. One of the companies we liked that we saw on that same trip in Birmingham was a company called Hibbett Sporting Goods, where you walked in their offices and the boardroom was a table you could have sworn came from IKEA. So you could sense they were penny conscious. The individual, you could sense, also was passionate about his business. He gave us a tour of the offices, had us meet all the important people running the business. His own office was not a shrine to himself, but a shrine to sports. And his company is a sports retailer. And you could sense that the individual loved sports, and he would live and die with all the sports that are offered in the United States. So that's something we liked about that individual in the company.
In terms of developing my own approach to investments, I think the first thing that I had to do was sort out in my own mind the difference between a great technology and a great investment. This is with regards to technology investing in particular. There are a lot of technologies that are very exciting and where they might be growing quite rapidly, but it's very important to look at these investment opportunities as businesses, and whether or not the business is trading at a reasonable valuation, and whether or not the earnings are going to grow. And when it comes to determining whether a technology is a great technology or not, in my early days I used to try and think that I could somehow analyze this and determine whether one technology was better than another. Is Betamax better than VHS? And these things are almost impossible to determine. And quickly figured out that rather than trying to determine that myself, I would let the market tell me which was the better technology, and the market being the customers. If customers are willing to pay money for a technology, the one that they're willing to pay more money for must be the better technology.